Why do I have to re-enter my email to unsubscribe? Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Here's a question. Why do some websites have you re-enter your email when you click on unsubscribe? Don't they already know who I am? Honestly, at best, it's because they're lazy. At worst, it's because they want to make it more difficult for you to unsubscribe. I suppose there's probably even a worse case, and that is that it's spam and you never subscribe to it to begin with. Honestly, there's simply no excuse these days for any of these possibilities. Now, the most common reason is outdated or ineffectual mailing list software that just doesn't encode your email address into the unsubscribe link. It's not that hard. For example, an unsubscribe link might be coded as a link to somerandomservice.com/unsub.php. There's absolutely no reason it couldn't be somerandomservice.com/unsub.php email equals leo@askleo.com. I realize the syntax might be unfamiliar. The bottom line here is that second link includes the email address as part of the unsub request. One click and you could be done. Almost all legitimate mailing list providers include this functionality. As with my Confident Computing newsletter, it's often encoded in such a way that it may not look like an email address, but the information is there that uniquely identifies which email address should be immediately unsubscribed. If the organization sending you email doesn't have or use that capability, the only recourse they have is to ask you to re-enter your email address. Honestly, again, instead, they should update to more capable software. Now, the other approach is, I will just say it's borderline conspiracy thinking, but I'm absolutely convinced that it does happen, at least occasionally. They're intentionally trying to make it harder to unsubscribe. By forcing you to re-enter your email address, they're hoping that it's too much work. The result is that you stay on their list. This typically backfires, of course, as the next approach to get off the list is to mark those messages as spam. The sender can still claim a higher subscription number, but does it really matter if the only way to get off their list is to mark it as spam? The rule of thumb, of course, is to never click on an unsubscribe link for a list that you never requested to be on. If you didn't ask for it, those messages are spam. One way that spammers harvest email addresses of real, live people is to include an unsubscribe link that then asks for an email address. Any email you give them is then immediately subscribed to more spam. Bottom line here, of course, is unsubscribing from an email list that you requested to be on should be a single click. 2 at most. Anything more complicated? Honestly, I just think it's disrespectful. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic and more, visit askleo.com/76661. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.